2025 Chinese Grand Prix Deep Dive, Key Moments and Controversies. The 2025 Chinese Grand Prix was an exciting and dramatic race that featured controversial disqualifications, dominant performances, and late race drama. From Ferrari's double disqualification to Oscar Piastri's perfect victory, the event featured pivotal moments that changed the course of the title fight. Explore the 7 crucial events and disputes that shaped this legendary Shanghai weekend. Number 7. Oscar Piastri's dominant victory. Oscar Piastri's victory at the Chinese Grand Prix in 2025 was a masterful display of poise, strategy, and accuracy. The McLaren driver started from pole position and gave an almost flawless performance, leaving no margin for error. Piastri took command of the race as soon as the lights went out, controlling his tires and fuel usage while keeping a steady pace. He showed that he understood racecraft and had faith in the car's skills by pulling away from the field during crucial parts of the race, such following pit stops. With perfectly timed pit stops, McLaren's strategy was carried out, guaranteeing Piastri's lead. This triumph was especially noteworthy because it was his 3rd Formula One victory, confirming his status as one of the sport's most promising players. Piastri's victory served as a reminder of McLaren's potential to contend for the championship, and the team's 1-2 finish demonstrated their comeback in 2025. Number 6. Ferrari's double disqualification. Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton were both disqualified from the race, which meant that Ferrari's Shanghai weekend ended in heartache. During post-race scrutineering, it was discovered that Leclerc's car was underweight, a technical regulation infraction that left the team in a bind. In the meantime, Hamilton's vehicle exceeded the allowed amount of wear on the skid blocks, which further exacerbated Ferrari's problems. The Scuderia suffered a terrible blow with both disqualifications, particularly as Hamilton's short race victory had sparked expectations of a great showing. The accidents raised major concerns about the team's operational efficiency by highlighting possible flaws in their planning and quality control. Hamilton was especially hurt by the disqualification because it prevented him from finishing on the podium in his rookie season with Ferrari. A comprehensive internal assessment will probably be prompted by the consequences from this episode, as Ferrari looks to steer clear of such errors in the future. Number 5. Norris's brake drama. The Shanghai race served as evidence of Lando Norris's tenacity and capacity for high-pressure performance. The McLaren driver had a great first stint, starting second on the grid and keeping up with teammate Oscar Piastri while preserving a safe distance from the cars behind. Norris's prospects of finishing on the podium were jeopardized, though, as he started to have braking problems in the final circuits. Norris had to carefully handle the situation, slowing down and nursing the car to the finish line because smoke was clearly leaking from his brakes. Despite the difficulty, he managed to finish a McLaren 1-2 and hold off a charging George Russell to take second place. Norris's increasing maturity and racecraft were evident in his ability to maintain composure under duress and drive the vehicle home. Even though the brake drama was concerning, it also demonstrated Norris's tenacity and resolve, traits that will help him further solidify his position as one of the best drivers in the sport. Number 4. Haas's midfield resurgence. After a poor showing in Australia, Haas experienced a much-needed comeback in the Chinese Grand Prix. Esteban Ocon spearheaded the team's push and finished 6th with an incredible drive. The Frenchman continuously kept up with the midfield leaders, demonstrating his ability to get the most out of the vehicle. Ollie Bearman, a rookie, also made an impression, finishing in the top 10 and contributing significant points to the squad. Haas's aerodynamic setup was enhanced by the Shanghai International Circuit's smoother surface, which gave the team more performance out of their vehicle. This performance was a big lift for Haas, who had battled with reliability and pace in the earlier rounds of the season. Ocon's performance, in particular, demonstrated his capacity to perform well under duress and optimize the car's capabilities, giving the team hope as they aim to move up the constructors' rankings. Number 3. Verstappen's steady performance. Max Verstappen's performance in Shanghai demonstrated his versatility and consistency. The current world champion had foreseen a difficult weekend for Red Bull, and his fourth-place result was indicative of the team's difficulties with tire management and car setup. Verstappen demonstrated excellent racecraft in spite of these obstacles, avoiding problems and making the best of a challenging circumstance. In a race where Red Bull wasn't performing at their best, he was able to finish ahead of the Ferraris and salvage important points. One of Verstappen's greatest qualities is his ability to stay competitive even when the car isn't ideal for the track. Even if it wasn't his typical dominance, the outcome left him very much in the running for the championship. Verstappen is one of the sport's most dependable and consistent players, as evidenced by his steady performance in Shanghai. Number 2. Alonso's early retirement. After retiring early at the Chinese Grand Prix, Fernando Alonso's 2025 season took yet another unpleasant turn. After experiencing a similar situation in Australia, the Aston Martin driver was forced to withdraw from the race for the second time in a row due to braking problems. Both the driver and the team, who had hoped to recover from a poor start to the season, were devastated by Alonso's departure. The brake problems brought to light Aston Martin's persistent reliability troubles and cast doubt on their capacity to give Alonso a car that could compete at the front. The early departure served as a reminder to Alonso of the difficulties he confronts as his career comes to an end. The two-time world champion has been unable to get the results he deserves despite his enormous talent and expertise, which has left him to consider what may have been in a season that held so many promises. Number 1. Post-race penalties and classifications. A string of post-race penalties during the Chinese Grand Prix significantly changed the final standings. Pierre Gasly, Lewis Hamilton, and Charles Leclerc were all disqualified for technical infractions. Hamilton's car was deemed to have exceeded skid block wear limits, and Leclerc's was determined to be underweight. A fuel flow abnormality led to Gasly's disqualification. Due to these penalties, the order was rearranged, making McLaren the obvious winner and leaving Ferrari to mull over a terrible weekend. Teams like Alpine and Haas also profited from the disqualifications, gaining important points and places. The drama that followed the race served as a reminder of how crucial it is to follow technical rules and the narrow margins that can make the difference between success and failure in Formula One. For the teams and drivers involved, the penalties were a harsh lesson in the need for meticulous preparation and attention to detail, underscoring the unforgiving nature of the sport at its highest level. The 2025 Chinese Grand Prix will be remembered as a race of triumphs, heartbreaks, and controversies. From Piastri's masterclass to Ferrari's nightmare, it showcased the highs and lows of Formula One. As the championship battle heats up, the lessons from Shanghai will undoubtedly shape the season ahead. Stay tuned for more action as the F1 circus moves to the next thrilling destination. Thanks for watching our video, and don't forget to subscribe.